Entrepreneurship Grind video. If you have never seen my face before, I'm Tamia Denise. I am known on these internet streets as the Intentional Lady CEO. It is so nice to meet your acquaintance. I've been watching a lot of Bridgerton, y'all. Love that show. Shout out to Shonda. Y'all, this weekend, I'm supposed to be meeting with someone who is on a journey of building their digital business, and we're going to hold each other 100% accountable, as we continue to build our digital businesses and presence and all the things. And I'm looking forward to it. Today, on the agenda, some of you might know, but I have like 15 million things that I'm doing right now. Abilities as it relates to, personal finance stuff, goals, all of the different things. You girls, 15 spinning plates. And this is the thing. It won't always be like this. And I think that this is necessary. I feel like this season for me has been dragged out, if I can be for real. But I do sense and feel like there's a level of traction that's happening. And I'm seeing the change. In combination with that, I'm back on my fitness journey. My quote, a lot of times to women that are consistently on their journey is that you just really have to have this mentality where even if you have to restart 1,000 times, the bottom line is you haven't quit. And kudos to you if you have not quit. So on the entrepreneurship grind today, there's not much, honestly, that I'm going to be working on and doing until this weekend after a planning session, and then it's hit the ground running. I've gotten off track with some things, which is, I think, normal for the journey, especially when you're carrying as much as I am carrying right now, raising my kids in a single parent household, balancing having, new relationships. In addition to that, working on business endeavors, and still currently working from home, in a regular position as well. So, and then on top of that, I have this part-time director gig as well. So it's a lot of stuff going on, but I feel like once I sit down and I have my accountability partner and we kind of plan stuff, and then which I should have did at the top of the year. I did it to a certain degree, but really just going to a space to plan this and kind of have it nipped in the bud, then I think that the experience is going to be better. And plus, not so bad because we're still in the first quarter. But my plan this weekend is to plan out the rest of the quarters, get some realistic goals in my project management tool, kind of go over things and scale up, right? Only way to go is up 100%. So I kind of just wanted to do a check-in vlog, nothing crazy today, so that I can have a pinpoint of where I want to start, when it comes to my social media presence and all the different things. I'm excited to be scheduling content, finally launching my content community, because I've been making content for so long and I've learned so many ins and outs of it, even when it turns, comes from having content and turning that into cash. So all of the different things. So if you are just now following my, cute little vlogs and all the things, I definitely encourage you to stay, engage with the links that you'll see in my bio, click through some of my content, because we're getting ready to turn this all the way up 100%. And it's different when you do it with somebody, versus doing it by yourself. When you do it by yourself, it's always going to be a little bit more challenging, I think, in terms of accountability. But when you do it with others, it's always a little easier. Shout out to all the female entrepreneurs that are doing their thing. If you're wondering what your girl's drinking, for about almost 14 days, maybe a little bit more, I've gotten back into the gym. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I've been consistent, and every morning I make sure that I drink something warm. So I kind of been overdoing it with the detox tea. At night, I do an ashwagandha tea mix to kind of calm me down from the day. But this morning, I just decided to do an herbal lemon with actual lemons and some apple cider vinegar with a citrus apple cider vinegar, essentially, and some honey. And so that's what I'm sipping on this morning. And then, of course, 2 bottles of water, 16 ounces each. I'm trying to do 4 bottles per day. And all this stuff aligns, right? It aligns with entrepreneurship. It aligns with life. It aligns with mindset. All of these different compartments of, you know, trying to make sure we have our life together essentially will pan out, whether it's in good health, whether it's good relationships, whether it's in good mindset, in terms of your business. All of the different things that I've learned absolutely matter. So I guess today's message essentially to you, on our entrepreneurship grind, kind of like vlog essentially, is to make sure that you have accountability as an entrepreneur. Very important. And then in addition to that, making sure that you plan, you know, as much as you can so that you can execute with precision, and not stop going. But if you have to stop, you always have the option to restart, as long as you make sure that you're not quitting at the end of the day. So make sure that you hit that button to follow me for more entrepreneurship grind vlogs, and the upcoming content community called Domina Content Lounge. I've been doing content for over 6 years now, different strategies, and I want to take you along the journey as I continue to build my content, which definitely has gotten me and will continue to get me the cash. And in addition to that, just teaching you some of the strategies that I've learned in the marketing department down along the way. So you guys stay sweet. Make sure you hit that follow button and follow me on all of my platforms at The Intentional Lady CEO. See you guys soon. Bye.